YouTube. It's been a while since I posted on my channel. Jesus, feels weird. So yeah, I'm back again on my channel. I'm gonna start posting content from now on. I'm gonna start posting twice a week from now on. And I've got my reasons to not post on YouTube. And one of my first reasons was because it was time consuming when I was creating those YouTube shorts, because I'll post about 3 to 4 a day, and they were disturbing my business. And second of all, I wanted the bag, I wanted the money. That's why when I started my YouTube channel, I was like, if it can make me a thousand subscribers, YouTube Shorts was the easiest way. And I just found that YouTube Shorts, yeah, it took time, because I just wanted the money at that time, because I'd followed that side hustle money, make money now, make money in 30 days. And yeah, I was sure the opposite, because I was just following the instant gratification. And it's something I want to talk about in the later stage of my videos. But right now I don't want to talk about that, because I just want to talk about something that, that's been bothering me for a while now. And it's been bothering me, but I was like containing it. I was like containing it, controlling it daily, right? And when I started out in my entrepreneurial journey about 2 years ago, let me not say the answer, because yeah, it was like 2.5 years ago. Like 2.5 years ago, I always loved watching those industry type of content, Iman type of content, because they were the type of people like push me to start my business. And I always loved watching those motivational content where they were like hardcore, stay consistent, work hard. If you don't work hard, you won't make it in life. And I love those content, because they pushed me to like focus, lock in on my goal, look at it, because they were like my motivator of the day, every day, like motivating myself to like go hard, and what I can say is that yeah, they were good. And down the line, I was like, down the line, when I would continue with my business, I started becoming inconsistent in my business. Yeah, inconsistent in my business. And I always went back to entertain type of content and motivational content from David Goggins. And those type of content, when I was looking at myself, right, if I didn't become consistent with whatever I was doing, I beat myself up for it. Like, why am I not consistent? Why am I not consistent? Because right now, discipline was no longer, motivation was no longer a thing, because now you have to focus on discipline. Because to be honest, to want to get where you want to be in your life, discipline is the only way. And I always followed their motivational thing, because they were just pushing me towards the day. And I pick myself out, hate myself for it. And I always question myself, or question my goals, rewrite my goals, repeat them into daily, weekly goals, every day. Not every day, to be honest. When I had those days, when I hit myself up, and I believe like those people who are consistent with whatever they do in their life, I believe like they love what they do. And I certainly do love what I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do love what I'm doing, and the reward that it gives. Because the online space is big. The Can Make Money is just all about finding a great business, great niche, great offer, and then you're gonna make money, because that's how it is. And because the reason I'm saying all of this is because last week I was the most unmotivated person to like do my tasks ever. Like ever since I started out in my entrepreneurial journey, because I was always hardcore. I'd have days where I skip once, and then I was like, fuck it, it's okay. But the whole week last week I was inconsistent, and I hated it for that. But I had some reasons. There were distractions then there, but they were not minor distractions. I knew that I could make continue at night, but I didn't, because I let my procrastinations and my distractions be there, get in my way. And what I've learned there is that it's okay if you didn't give yourself 100% that day or that week, because I always beat myself up for not staying consistent with whatever I'm doing in my business, in whatever I'm doing, right? And I hate that. I would hate that. No, I just look at myself like as if I'm a failure in life, because for a while now, not even for a while, for like the longest of the times, I always perceive myself as like a person who failed, because at school I didn't do well. I'm not gonna lie to you. At school I didn't do well. I didn't do well. But I've learned that you don't gotta beat yourself up or blame yourself if you didn't become consistent. Because I always also loved watching this girl Bailey. She always says, even if that week you didn't be consistent with whatever you're doing, even showing up about 30% of the day, right? Like 2% of the day or 30% of the day, just showing up, doing a little bit of like task that you set out, it's gonna put you closer to your goals. It's gonna show that you're doing something than not doing anything at all. It's okay for that. And I also loved watching Alex Hormozy, right? I also love watching Alex Hormozy. Learned from Alex Hormozy, what he said is that if you know that they are a type of person who's inconsistent at their work, there are two reasons for that, right? He said it's either you don't have a clear goal, or you have bad, yeah, or you have a bad system around it. And it hit me because I thought of my goals, right? I looked at them, because when I was reflecting on my exercising, I have a system around it. I have a time, I have a date, I have a time every day that I can stop anything and just exercise, right, towards it. But I would have some days where I sacrifice exercising because of I'm pushing something out here. And when I looked at my goals, I was like, oh, the reason I'm not inconsistent enough is because I'm just setting out like my daily tasks to do, and I'm not setting out times to do it, right? And when I've started setting up time to do those things, I've become more productive and stayed consistent enough with what I'm doing, because I know this time I'm working, and I'm not gonna let distractions be in my way. And it helped me, and it still does help me. Having better systems help. Yeah, this is what I've learned. Don't blame yourself if you didn't become consistent that day or that week, because here's the thing: if you know that you become consistent that much, that day, that week, you know that tomorrow you're going to be 10 times better than you were yesterday, right? If you didn't become great this week, next week I'll do better than last week. You're not a robot. You're not going to be there 365 days a year. You're going to have some days where you're going to fuck it up when you're starting your entrepreneurial journey. It's all about having a system around you that you're going to consistently do in your life, in your goals to set out. And if you set out those goals, those systems in place, or having something that you've set out to do in your business, it's gonna help you. You're gonna have days where there are messy days, where you're gonna have days that are good days, good month, good week, because it's a roller coaster. In business, in life, it's a roller coaster. You just gotta enjoy the journey and live the life, because let me tell you this one thing: you choose the life that you want to live. So yeah, thank you.